Hello beautiful people, I'm RaishPhoenix, and this is probably like the 5th, 6th, 7th, who knows, time that I've tried to film this video today. Every time it's like I was trying to get my thoughts together, there were noises, and it's like it just wasn't the perfect time, and I guess it wasn't the message that I was trying to convey probably wouldn't have come out at that time, so hopefully it comes out very clear right now. What I want to talk about is that I see so much repetition in pain, you know? Like the universe is constantly asking us, through pain, will we grow? Will we change? Will we evolve? And it's frustrating to see people that we care about, or at least for me, it's frustrating to see people that we care about make the same mistakes over and over again and never really take heed or realize what is being asked of them. I want to stress how important it is to, first of all, let's start with ourselves, It's so important for us to love ourselves. It's so important for us to learn how to love ourselves. It's so important for us to learn how to express our feelings, let them out. Don't feel weak. Don't feel like you have to act or behave a certain way. Like, I'm really sick of people saying it's weak to cry, or I'm sick of people saying I don't want to cry because I can't right now. Like, I'm sick of that. Like, honestly, I'm sick of that, because the more we bottle up our emotions and the more that we neglect to take care of ourselves, it's like somewhere down the line it's either going to physically affect us or it's going to come out all at once in a situation that has nothing to do with the initial situation that we're bottling things in from, and it's going to pour all out of us, And it's so important for us to just learn how to express ourselves, learn how to deal with what we're dealing with, Like, the thing is, it's like, I think what we neglect to realize sometimes on an individual basis is that we all express our emotions differently, and sometimes when you're asking for advice, the person who you may be getting advice from is the person, or that person may not realize that although that advice worked for them, it may not work for you. And that's for you individually on your like on your own to really realize that and recognize that. And it's so important for us to take the time to be with ourselves and really figure out what language, like, do we communicate in. It's like, when you're down, do you prefer alone time? Do you need time to think it out? Do you need time to talk to somebody? Do you need someone to give you reassuring points to help you see the light? Like, what do you individually need? It's so important for us to do that work individually. Collectively as a whole, it's important for us to realize that what you put out into the universe is what comes back to you. You can't think negative thoughts and put out negative thoughts and expect something positive to come from that. It's not how it works, I've seen people make the same mistakes over and over again. I've seen people dwell in pain, negativity, and they'll blame everybody else around them for the way things are, but they'll never realize the power they have to change their destiny. And we're all in control of our destiny, We're all in control of the life we're living, the way we perceive our life. Like, nobody's in our head telling us what to think. That's on us. We do that work. And it's so important to realize the energy you're putting out into the universe, and it's so important to realize that if you want something different, you do the work now. You don't wait until tomorrow. You don't wait until somebody does something. You do the work now. It starts in here, and then everything else will follow. You have to put the work in. And my next point recognize that everything that happens that is negative, and I'm going to say negative because it's kind of like light and dark. When there's light, there's a shadow somewhere. When there's a shadow somewhere, there's light. It's yin and yang, it's balance, it's the way it works. When there's something that happens that is bad, it is an opportunity to heal, it's an opportunity for growth. And when I say this, recognize that whatever you may be going through, your feelings and emotions are valid. It is okay for you to feel the way you're feeling. But at the end of the day, ask yourself if the next step you're taking or if your next action is bringing you closer to things you want or the things that you don't want. Because it's so important for us to realize in those moments that the universe is providing us with an opportunity to become a better version of ourselves. The universe is giving us an opportunity to, literally the universe is asking you, like, I have big plans for you. I will give you everything you're asking for, but I just need you to tell me that you're ready for it. And if you're not ready for it and you keep drowning yourself in all the things you don't want, how can the universe give you what you want? How? How? It can't, you know? And it's like sometimes when I hear people talk, it's like, if you can, like when I hear people talk, it's like I strip away the words, strip away the language that they're talking in, and you can hear it. Literally, there'll be people talking in a language that I do not understand. I don't understand the language, but if you just hear to, like, if you just listen to, like, the tone of how they're talking, you can hear, you can literally understand what they're saying, and you don't even have to know how to speak that language, you know? And it's like, for me, like, when I hear people talking, I can dissect that into energy waves. It's like, I can literally feel the energy, and it's just like, if that energy doesn't match the frequency that I want in my life, I don't want to be around it. I don't want anything to deal with it. And it's so important to realize how strong and powerful we are as individuals when it comes to energy and the frequency waves that we put out into the universe. We've all had that moment in our life when, you know, you think about somebody or you're having a dream about somebody, and then you wake up the next day and you're like, oh, like, that was funny, or like, that so-and-so was in my dream, or oh, like, my mind just crossed on this person, I wonder what they're up to. And then something happens either within a couple hours or in a couple of days or weeks, and you run into that person, you're just like, wow, like, I just thought of you. And they're like, you know what, I thought about you too. And it's like really think about that. Like, energy is beyond space. It's not like somebody has to be next to you for energy to transfer to them. Like, you can be here in one country, think about somebody else in another country, and they'll get your message if they're receptive to it. And I think it's so important to realize how strong we are. Like, do you understand the energy behind that? That we are capable of sending out energy waves like that to to really, like, get a message and energy across to somebody that is beyond miles away from us. And the reason why I want to put emphasis on that is because that's the same thing we're doing to ourselves on an individual basis. It's like, when you keep thinking, if you keep thinking positive thoughts, and you have faith and you have hope and you put all of your energy into that, and if we put ourselves in a space of healing and loving and nurturing, the things you can bring to fruition from that is so beautiful. And I really wish that more people realize that, you know? And I'm hoping that through sharing this, that message will spread. Because I've said it before, I just want to be a part of the solution. You know, I'm sick of people being like, here's a problem. Did you see that problem? Oh my God. Did you talk to so-and-so about that problem? It's like, that's what I hear. That's literally what I hear. And I wish I heard more. What can we do to solve this? How can we make this situation better? What can we do differently next time? How can we heal from this? Are you okay? Are you feeling... It's like... I just really wish that we took the time to be more healing and nurturing towards one another instead of talking about pain in the past and fears in the future, things that haven't happened already. It's like I've seen how people project and they give energy to the things that they don't want to happen. When you worry about something happening in the future and it hasn't even occurred yet, you're literally giving energy to it happening. Because let's say this thing was never going to happen and you were going about your daily life giving energy to the things you want. And then one day you have this fear that grows into you or grows within you that something is going to happen, something bad. Now this bad thing was never going to happen, but now you start changing your actions on a daily basis because you're in fear of this thing happening. And now you're on a daily basis creating more and more energy going towards this thing happening that you're afraid of, that you don't want to happen, to the point that it occurs. Because you literally gave so much energy to it and gave it, you literally brought it to fruition because you're afraid of it happening and you changed your daily basis of what you do and now you brought it to fruition. And then there's a part of you that's like, see, I knew it, but it's just like, it's not that you knew it, it's just that you brought it to fruition, you made it happen, you know? And we really have the opportunity to create our destiny. We really have the opportunity to pursue our dreams. We have the opportunity to manifest anything we can bring to fruition. And I want to see more people pursuing their dreams. I want to see more people giving energy to what they're capable of, because we grow up in this space or in this society in a way that, you know, you go to school, then you go to college, then you work a 9-to-5, and then at the end of your retirement, you regret all the things you didn't do. And it's like, the people who have the will to pursue their dreams and not work a 9-to-5 and do something different, those are the people that are crazy, the people that take the time to do something different with their life. And I'm not trying to say there's anything wrong with somebody who works a 9-to-5, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, I think we all know where we want to be. And if you're happy and at peace with your 9-to-5, God bless your soul, because if that's where you're meant to be, that's where you're meant to be. And what's important is that you're at peace with it. But there are some of us who work a 9-to-5 and we know damn well that's not what we want. And those are the people that need to realize what they're capable of. You know, like, we really need to start valuing ourselves, stop overworking ourselves, stop feeling like we have to do something because it's easy. Yes, pursuing our dreams is not easy. Yes, quitting a job is not easy, but our health is so much more important. Our mental state is so much important. And I'm sick of seeing us give ourselves to brands and companies that don't value us on an individual basis. Being surrounded by customers that disrespect us and don't even care about the fact that we're human beings. Like, I'm so sick of seeing the repetition and the pain that we pass around. A customer yells at a coworker, and then a coworker yells at another coworker, and then a manager gets involved, and then there's a big situation, and then it's carried out for weeks. Like, I'm sick of people passing around negative energy. We need to learn how to transmute that. We need to learn how to be better. And it's like, take as much time as you feel necessary to deal with what you're dealing with, but don't dwell on it. Like, there's a difference between feeling angry and putting anger into your actions. Feel it, but don't become it. Become a watcher of it. Notice that whatever anger is building in you, but don't put that on other people, because nobody deserves that. And like I said, like, I'm just so sick of seeing the same thing happen over and over and over again, and I'm hoping that by bringing peace, love, and enlightenment to it, more people would be aware of those eternal energies and bringing it into their life. That's it for today's video. Bless up. Take care of yourselves, beautiful people. Please continue to give energy to the things you really want in your life, and of course, sending out much peace, love, and enlightenment. Bye, guys.